let's compare the Alco FA shells that we've got. This project, the Alco FA project, is 6 locomotives. All right, here's the first 3 that are in the pipeline. Now here is the die-cast metal Alco FA. That is the, I'll zoom in, that's the Hobbytown drive for a Lindsay die-cast metal shell. Alright, now as you can see, the grills look really silver right now. When I clean this up, right now we're in gloss for decaling. When I clean this up, you're going to be able to see metal grid work, and it will look, and it'll have a black behind it. It'll look really super cool. And it doesn't have a ton of details. And this is the one that has, for sure, this is the version that has the silver nose because I polished it. That headlight there is an actual piece of silver. And I know a lot of them specify brass, but I've got one of the ones that had the actual silver nose. So that is the Hobbytown drive that we with the clutch that we've been working on. Looking nice. Oh man, decals on this are going to be beauty. It's looking really, really cool. Okay, then we have this is the Hobbyline. And I've got it in gloss for decals. It doesn't have a ton of details. Okay, the roof is pretty bare. This is the hole for the screws. There's a screw that goes in here down to the underframe, which we're going to talk about in a second. We'll come back to that. Otherwise, there's not a lot of detail to it. And actually, check this out. On the Lindsay one, look at the back end. Now, I got some passenger car type diaphragms. I'm going to put, they're like a rubber gasket that goes on here. I'm going to put that on here because I already tested to see what it would look like. It's going to be cool. And then this is the one where I built that fan from the oyster shell. It's going to go in there with the screen. It's going to look awesome. Okay. Then we've got the model power. I had to double check on this one to find out if this really was model power. It came in a model power box. It says Alco FA on it. But when I saw the mechanism, I was like, wait a minute. This is a Roco. And I was not aware of a mechanism like that. But this one's got a lot more shell detail to it. We've got this one in gloss, ready for decals. So that one, the detail on this, I like. It's good. It's really, really nice. It's a good shell right here. Okay, so then, moving on to the ones we have not touched yet. Here is what I believe is a Proto 2000, I think. I haven't checked yet. I haven't opened it up or nothing, but it's got good weight. The reason I say that it might be Proto 2000 is based on what I can see right here. I see the flywheels in there, which look like kind of an Athearn type drive. And it's got good detail. Nice everything. It's getting stripped. Yes, sorry, if you're a New Haven fan, this one's going in. It's going to get orange. Because I'm not a collector. We're going to run this guy. Decent detail on the front. I don't think the detail on the front of this one is as good as the model power one. Roof detail, decent. But again, the model power one, I don't know, the model power one's got more stuff. It's more decent. Versus the other two have basically nothing. Okay, then I've got 2 Frateschis. Okay, now Friteshi is a South American brand. If you remember when I did that G12, they have, when I open these up, I expect to find the same kind of mechanism in here. I also expect to find that this is one where like on the G12, the motor's normal position, you must reverse the polarity because of the way they do their gears. Makes it run backwards normally if you just wire it straight up. The way it comes, though, it works. They work the way they're supposed to, but I'll bet when we get in here, we are going to find that to wire it just straight up normally, the way we've done in all of the other projects, will make it go backwards. And to fix that, all we're going to do is rotate the whole motor 180 degrees, and that'll take care of that. I think that's what we will find here. But the Frateschis look nice. No, I am not keeping the Great Northern. Sorry, buddies. Yeah, it's cool, and I know the guy who had these, I got them at a train show, and I was told that from the old guy selling them, he said, this guy who had these, he was a Great Northern collector. He's a collector, and he died, and they were selling his stuff, and I'm going to give this new life. I ain't collecting it. This guy is going to get run with the rest of these, and he's going to get repainted. Great Northern going by, and it's going to be awesome. That thing is going to be really cool. And then here's the second one. And what's cool about these two is they both have different numbers. So Friteshi did this one a 310A and a 440D. So if you remember, it went something like A, B, C, D with all of the dummy units, or not dummy, the B units in there. I do not have a B unit for these. I was looking at one on eBay I was going to get, and somebody got it. Somebody else got it. So I don't have a dummy, or not a dummy. I don't have a B unit. I have almost no dummy units. Compared to the total number of units I have, I think I might have 3, maybe 4 total. And I don't run dummy units. However, in that C-liner set, there's a dummy unit, B unit in that. But that's not going to be a dummy anymore. It's going to have power. All it's going to do is collect power and pass it off to the 2 locomotives on either end. That'll be an ABA set. But, okay, now let's take a look at one other thing. This here. That is what I found inside the model power one. Now, I consulted the expert, Tony Cook of, he's got a magazine, Tony Cook, super famous, and I asked him specifically, what's up with this? Because I could find no diagrams on HO Seeker that showed this giant motor in it. He did confirm me, and I do have the box for this, that this is a Roco setup, and this is the motor that is also used in O-scale from Roco. Now, I've tested this. This motor is not stand. I have a super power, I have a 280 motor. So, if you are getting more familiar with motors, a 130 is too small. A 180 is great, but it is just slightly too big for some locomotives with a narrow hood. And a 280 is too big for most locomotives, but not this one. And I want to use that 280 motor in here, which is 24 volts and will be way superior to this one you see right here. What am I going to do with this? I don't know. I'm going to refurbish it, find out, and maybe it's good, maybe it's not. It's really old. And I can see right now by the way this is set up, I don't like to see that, because that means almost certainly there are brushes that go down here. There are brushes on the outside, and I don't like outside brushes. But that is where we're at, and we are looking pretty good. These locomotives, when they get decals on them, they're gonna be sweet. And then they will get dull coated after decals. I've already decided that they're going to be matte finish. But they're all together as a group. Remember when I said about safety in numbers? As a group, they're going to look awesome. And this is going to be a great product. It's going to be a nice fleet for the Atlas terminal. is going to have 6 FA units to come in on their transfer runs, and it will be sweet.